Alright, what is going on, everybody? A little bit of a different video here than you guys are used to seeing on my channel. But, as you guys know, I do put out Minecraft content every now and again. And this was a version of Minecraft that I got when it came out on the 3DS back in 2017. So, it is the new Nintendo 3DS edition version of Minecraft. And here I could take the cartridge out, show you guys this is very much real cartridge right here. Trying to do this with one hand, it's a little difficult, but yes, this is very real. This version of the game stopped getting updated. I believe the last thing that was added to this version of the game was like the Woodland Mansion and like the Evokers and Vindicators, Totems of Undying, stuff like that. So that update, yeah, that came out in 2017, so that came out shortly after this released. I think this only got like 1 or 2 updates before they cut it off for good, but you see I open the game right up right here, and it does take a while to load because it's on a 3DS, so I will just skip until it loads. One thing I want to point out is you have this as well, which isn't on the regular version of Minecraft. And here's kind of the loading screen. You guys saw the Mojang text pop up before as well, but this is kind of your loading screen, and it takes a minute. So, alright, here we go. We got, see the old panorama in the background, that the seed that they actually found, which is crazy, up on the top part of the screen. And then actually on the bottom you have a different panorama, which is in the nether, which I'd be curious if somebody could find this seed. It's a little hard to make out on the video, but it's in a nether fortress. But I'd be curious to see if somebody could find that seed. I don't know if they can use the same tools that they use to find that as they can for this, since this is the nether. I don't know if that stuff still applies, but see here, you got your splash text as well right there at the bottom in the title, and tells you to press start, which is down here. So we are going to hit start. That brings this up. Yes, this is the skin I used to wear all the time, the hyena skin. You got your play, your multiplayer settings, skins you can put on, achievements. I don't even remember what manual is, or store, to be honest with you. We can open achievements here. So I got 31 of 59 back in the day. I'll scroll through these. Yeah, let me do that a little slower. See, if you guys want to look and see what all I got. And here's all the ones I didn't get. Yeah, there it is. I don't know what order these are in, because these are definitely not the order I got them in. Maybe it's just, I guess the whatever one I did last is at the top. So I guess making another portal is the last thing I did. Can't believe that, because Ghast is all the way down here. So I don't know what order these are in. But yeah. So that's the achievements. Hit the back button right there. Got the skins. I'm trying to do this one-handed, it's a little difficult. Here are your skin packs. See, a lot of these are actually locked. Like, I guess you would buy the, maybe that's what the store was for. This was actually one of the free skins in the Battle on Beasts pack, so that's why I wore that. But I'll scroll up to the top here. That's the bottom. Here we got just your standard Steve and Alex skins, right? Nothing crazy right there. See, it displays the skin up on the top. Got your Biome Settlers pack. I'm not gonna go through all these, but just brief So you got your Redstone Specialist, Journey to the West, Holiday 2015. Scroll through those because I know that's an OG skin pack. Another Biome Settlers, Biome Settlers 1, the Super Mario mashup. We got, yeah, the Campfire Tales, that's a classic one. City Folk, Town Folk, yeah, Battle on Beasts. This might be what the cave, is this what the cave spider with the suit is in? I don't know. No, it don't look like it. Oh no, it is. That was one of the free ones, okay. But, Star Wars Classic. I don't know, okay, some of these were free that you could use. Star Wars Rebels. Stranger Things, you got your prequel skin pack. There's General Grievous, that's the skin I currently use. Villains, Strangers. I can't believe they had a Stranger Things, that's crazy. I never looked through all these like in depth. I don't remember a lot of these also. A Moana skin pack, that's kind of crazy. They had, there's just an ocean skin, that's kind of crazy. Power Rangers. Man, they had a lot of crossovers here on here. Magic the Gathering, Halloween costume skins, 2016 festive. I'll scroll through this one. Man, that's crazy. I don't know what settings there are. Again, sorry for my hand moving in front. I'm trying to do this one-handed. Okay, yeah, patch notes I do want to look at, but you got your credits. I'm not going to go through that. Sound, graphics. Controls I will hit. And is there anything? I had auto jump on. That's actually interesting. But you only got 3 settings to choose from: your sensitivity, your auto jump, and the Y-axis. Man, I had my sensitivity low back then. That's crazy. Yeah, here, let's look at these patch notes. Okay, so it was, for this, it was 1.9, but if I remember right, it was, yeah, the Woodland Mansions, like I said, which was 1.11, I believe, for the regular version of the game. But see here, yeah, Woodland Mansion, Explorer maps, Comes of Undying, new blocks being the concrete and the powder. Okay, so Shulker was added in with that. Shulker box was, that's interesting. Okay, here's 1.8, what was in that? Okay, so this was a lot of, okay, this is where all the skin packs came out. 0.7, the end was added, so the end wasn't even like, you couldn't even go to it. And 1.7, Insidian Ship. More of those, the skin packs. Dragon head in there. Is the dragon egg in here? I would assume. Yep, there it is. All the end stuff, Enrod, Portal, Endermite, Polar Bear, and Shulker. That's interesting. 1.6, Candy Texture Pack, more Star Wars stuff. Super Mario, 1.5, 1.4. Multiplayer, yeah, that was local, so there was no online play, so pretty much what that means is you gotta be on the same Wi-Fi network to play with somebody. That's what local is. So essentially you gotta be in the same house. So like online multiplayer, so like you couldn't play with your friend that's like lives like 15 minutes away. Essentially they had to be like in the house with you. See all this, the Wither, Guardian, Elder Guardian, achievements got added. See the Wither achievements in there, and improved like stability and stuff. Added achievements in 1.2, so they weren't even a thing. 1.1 fixes stuff like that. XP can now be obtained by smelting and trading, so that wasn't even in when it came out. That's crazy. Fixed crash that occurred when using bottles or enchanting. I don't remember that game. I don't remember that, the game crashing, but this is the bottom of it. And you see up here it says what the latest version is, 1.9.19. So there's a better look at your panoramic background. Back this up here. So if I click multiplayer, what's gonna happen? Okay, so you had your host or your join options. Achievements cannot be earned in multiplayer, which is crazy. So essentially, host is, yeah, you host the world, and your friend that's in the house with you will join the world. And then the join option is your friend hosts the world, and then you join it. That's really all that is. Nothing crazy there. So if I hit play, so you got these options. You can make a new world. And this limited you, I believe, if I remember right. You could only have like a couple worlds. It might have been like 7 to 8 worlds, if that. So you had that. You could load one of your already existing ones. A new Mario world or the festival, which is actually locked. But if you look up here, this is that OG Christmas map. You can see the big tree down here. There's that big house over here. Very OG. But the Super Mario one is unlocked, which is interesting. I'm not sure why this one's locked. What happens if I click it? Let's take a look here. Oh, it said, okay, you've reached maximum. Yeah, so this is what it would tell you. You have to delete one of your worlds. I'm still not sure why it has a lock on it and the Mario one doesn't. Huh, that's weird. So if I click load existing, let's see what happens here. Okay, so you got your worlds. A lot of these I did with my friends. Like this top one here. Star Wars, I don't even remember what that was. That's my gamer tag. You've probably seen it in some of my Minecraft videos, if you've seen it in my Hive videos. Stuff like that. Another one with my friend there at the bottom. See, a lot of these are... I mean, it's pretty split. Let me see how many are here. Hold up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so it was 8. So 8 was the limit of worlds that you could have on here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and... I know it was really laggy. You can see this is like... The number is... like how much space, I guess, it takes up. You can see that was my main survival world. That's why it takes up the most. See, all the others are relatively low with the exception of that one. But they're still all under 200. You got this one's almost 600. So we're gonna load into this one. See, it says the same thing on both the top and the bottom. You got a dirt block background as well. So I'm just gonna skip until it loads in for you guys so you don't have to wait through this. Okay, so I'm in here. I wanted to point this out real quick. Next autosave will trigger in 20 minutes. So essentially what that is yeah, every 20 minutes the game essentially stops for a minute and saves like your progress. Like it freezes the game and saves everything. Like you can't move or anything when it's doing it, which is very interesting because you know the current Minecraft, it saves as you're playing. No need to stop the game or anything. But yes, so here you got your top of your screen. You can see, I'm gonna look around, you can see how laggy it is. I'm like freezing up and everything, but a lot of these signs and stuff are jokes that me and my friend had from back then. But if you look, you got your XP bar at the top. So this is really weird when comparing it to like the current version. You got your hunger up there and your hearts, the XP bar above that with the number, like what your level you are in the middle, and your armor bar at the bottom left. I can't say I don't hate this like layout right here. It's not terrible. I mean, the top of it fits together pretty well. The armor bar being kind of there throws it off, but I mean, where else are you supposed to put it? But I mean, it don't take up too much space up here, which is nice. But and then if you go to the bottom screen here, you got your hotbar here with your 9 slots. Chords were down here. You had a map, which I thought was interesting that there was a map. I always found that very interesting. And then you have these buttons, which I'm gonna scroll. Let me see if I could do this. Actually, I don't even know. Can you? You can't even scroll. You got, okay, so this has to be touchscreen. Okay. I guess, right? Oh, no, I mean, there is buttons. Okay. You can use the buttons. I'm just going to use the touchscreen. See, I don't even remember. Okay, well, I'll just show this while I'm in my inventory. You can see how laggy it is with my character mode. But it displays your character up there at the top. Wearing your armor, inventory. Tells you your little shortcuts here. Got your inventory, your hotbar at the top. Got your armor in the middle. And then your actual inventory is right here. Man, I have some weird items on me. And then at the bottom you got your like menus to scroll through. So that's your inventory, the little chest icon. The painting, let's see what that is. Okay, so that's, let me scroll down through here. It's like all your wool and your dye. Carpet, shulker boxes. Okay, this is kind of strange. What's under the rails? Okay, so these categories are a lot different than what they are nowadays. Okay, this must just be like craftable stuff that I can make. That's why all this stuff's showing up. Yeah, like here you got your pressure plates. I'm gonna scroll to this one. You got your food. You got like your torches. Why's there 2 torches? Oh, one with coal, one with charcoal. That's weird. Your shears and stuff, and then you just got your basic building blocks over here. So I'm gonna exit out of that. But yeah, like I was saying, this is your inventory button. It brings up what we were just in. The crafting also brings up that. And you got your pause. Got your resume. You can manually save your game if you want. Your options, achievements, save and quit, or just quit without saving. So, I don't know how I'm gonna set this up. You guys are gonna have to bear with me here. I got wither skulls. I'm trying to use one hand here. It's gonna be a little difficult here. It's another thing too. You can bend the, not really bend, but I mean, I guess it is, but snap your screen into place however you want it, like that. I mean, this is as far up as it goes. It has 3 different modes. All the way back, bring it up a little, or up to here, and then it closes. So I'm going to do the one we had already just for that. See, I had a storage type of thing going on here. I'll look around. And here's another thing too. I'll show you guys the controls. So you got your regular stick over here to move around. You can see how laggy it is. Like I was saying, it is very laggy. But yeah, you move around using that. This is, okay, so you could scroll through your hotbar with this. I'm not sure what, okay, so hitting up on it toggles your perspective. Right just scrolls to the right, left to the left. I think down was crouch, yeah. So if I, yeah, like that. That was right. Go back in first person here. On this side, you've got, I want to scroll over to something where I'm not holding something in my hand. I don't want to break anything. So you got your things here, X, Y, A, and B. It's like kind of a regular Nintendo Switch controller, right? A was your jump. Obviously I got blocks above my head, but you can see I'm jumping up. B was, I think B might have been to throw an item. Let me test that. Let me scroll to this. Yes, okay. So that does indeed throw an item on the ground. X, just open the inventory, and Y opens up your crafting menu there. And this too, this was interesting on the new 3DS, because I don't believe the old one had this little button here. It's a little rubber button. This is what you look around with. Right, you see I'm moving my finger back and forth. It's reacting with my finger. This was very interesting. And obviously, I'll flip the screen up, right? You got your regular, like if your triggers here, if I hold this one in, This would be my eat, right? Or just like use the item. The one next to it, the little bumper where my finger is right here. That'll just cycle through your inventory, right? Just like that. And then on the other side here, we got your right trigger, which is your like attack or just like punch, kind of like that. And then you got your other little bumper there that'll cycle you through the right of your hotbar. Yeah, I mean, this was very, let me flip this back. This was, yeah, a very interesting version of the game, to say the least. I mean, it, let's see, I got this stuff. See, I got my stuff like that. This world that I have with my friend, he unfortunately passed away a couple of years ago. So I come back in this world every now and again just to, you know, just for the memories. See, this was, I believe, his room. Let me look up at the sign. Yes, that is. See what's going on in here. Yeah, he had a dog and everything. Chest, you see the clock, the item frames. Take a look in here. Seeing the chest stuff showed up down here at the bottom. You can scroll over to it. It displayed the item information up at the top. So like this enchanted pickaxe, right? It'll display the name and then it'll cycle through the enchants. This one, for instance, only has efficiency 1 on it. So we'll leave this. Sorry, I'm doing this one-handed. This is a little bit of a struggle here, but you can see it goes all the way down. I'm not going to go all the way down, but I just kind of wanted to show you all this. I will go up outside. I'll try to. Hold on, I'm going to have to pause this video to do this. This is impossible with one hand. Alright, here we are. We're outside. See, we got the nether portal right here, right with the fire on the top. You can see it's all the old textures as well. The next autosave will trigger in 10 minutes. I'll manually save it before I leave just to show you guys what that looks like. The horses. This was a little mini castle. Not much in it. Little bridge over there. That was a fish farm that I tried to make that didn't work because, like I said, this is an old version of the game. The one I was trying to make was for a new version, and I didn't realize that when I was younger. Got a little well over there and a fountain. There's not much. So I'm just going to go back in here. Okay, so I will hit this save game just to kind of show you guys what it looks like. So this is what would show up. Saving the micro SD card, and then on the bottom, saving in progress. Do not touch the power button. And you can see it takes a second here. It's not too bad, but there you go, it's done. Seeing that it pops up, and it'll trigger again in 20 minutes since it resets now, since I manually did it. But yeah, if I just hit the save and quit, it'll show the exact same thing before taking me back to the main menu of the game. I do like the little block breaking animation. That is pretty cool. So it'll show this for a second. I'll say leaving game up at the top. And should be out in any second here. There you go. Bam, Jeb has amazing hair. What a splash text to end it with here. And you're back to the main menu. So, I just kind of wanted to get on here and show you guys this. I don't know how rare this version of the game is. I know it's definitely very uncommon. Like I said, I got it when it came out back in 2017. But yeah, if you guys ever had this version or have played it before, let me know in the comments below. I'd be interested to hear about that. And if you guys have never seen it before and got any questions about it as well, you could also drop them down below in the comments and I will reply to you guys. Well, yeah, that's about all here, guys. Peace.